Welcome, everyone, to Virginia Tech. And if we're here, you know it's time for Enter Sandman. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Syracuse Orange taking on last year's national champions, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis with another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Let's take a step back and enjoy Enter Sandman. The Hokies will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Boyd. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, the defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're...
Oh, he's got some space. Ridden out of bounds at the 14-yard line, and that'll give them a bit more room to operate. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So Virginia Tech's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. You've got 2 guys covering the tight end. As a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Off play action. Fires to the right. This one's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards, he gets it down to the 20. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Hokies moving quickly to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll set up to throw. He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Hokies! Fired in from the red zone for the score. First touchdown of the game at Lane Stadium, and take my hand, the Hokies want to go to Never Never Land.
That is perfect. That's the way you start a ball game. Get the crowd rolling at home, especially these fans. Virginia Tech has some of the best fans in the country.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown punt. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Takes a handoff. It's Willis. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wide receiver going in motion. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got a man, it's Russell. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. And the Hokies want to move quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Tight end now in motion. Looking for room. It's Smothers. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat. And it makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here
breaks into the open. Done enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
The short hands, it's Smothers. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. The run to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
From the gun, the ground game. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Wants to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Russell. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Boyd. At the 45 on his way. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Back to pass on second down. Hit as he throws. Into the house. Touchdown, Orange. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Grab near the sticks. It's Smothers. Still on his feet at the 45. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He might want another play. Just keeps slinging it. Snags it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Here's the pressure. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the ground, it's Willis. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. They're anticipating him getting the football here.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Polk. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Made a defender miss. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. He's moving out of the pocket. Lets it go to the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback and you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop in a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. To the air on 1st down. And the defense, got him at the 27. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. The sure hands, it's Boyd. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Just about set to put toe to leathers. We are deadlocked here in the 3rd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are.
He's loose all right. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat at running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Finds a little space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And the Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They're setting up the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Cook. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Orange will have to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the... Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Hokie! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now what they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. Grabbed behind the line. It's Parker. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last, looking deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try it over the left side. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, looking to pass. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. On the run, it's Parker. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And we're about to get another look at this hooky offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's got an open man. He's loose. He's at the 10. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout for King.
The Hokies line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the...
Wide open spaces. Inside the 30. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on 4th down. They were expecting pass. They didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelm the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
And the Hokies headed quickly to the line.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Adams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Turning it on! And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
I tell you what, 4th quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit. Nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, so now the clock stops. Now you're saving time late in the ball game when it's really going to matter.
Slings it downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He'll come through on third down. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on second down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get concerned. We're a passing offense.
Touchdown, Hokie! Quick strike through the air for the score. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. How about this dude? He's throwing it like Don Strock or Jim Druckenmiller. He's running it like Tyrod Taylor or doing it all like Michael Vick.
Just showing the whole game, showing the repertoire, and how hard is it to stop a guy like this? I mean, when he can do all these things and stretch you with his feet, stretch you with his arm, that's why he's hard to stop, and that's why he's having himself a day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And this QB is really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
second down, they'll go to the air. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Lost a throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for space. It's Parker. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. On third down, he drops to throw. They've got the screen set up. At midfield, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. The 10. Touchdown, Cuse. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a...
Makes the catch. First down and maybe a lot more. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. The Hokies with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll go back to the air on second down. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reeves. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Paul.